Disclaimer. This is a thought experiment based on publicly available patterns, behaviors, and speculative analysis. Nothing herein is an accusation or assertion of fact. There are figures that pass through history quietly, and then there are those whose silence echoes louder than any voice. Jeffrey Epstein, financier, socialite, alleged trafficker. But was he just a man with secrets, or the man who kept them? What did he know? Who protected him? And why did his story vanish just when it mattered most? This is not an exposé. This is a pattern analysis, a thought experiment. Epstein appeared to rise from nowhere. No college degree, no documented financial empire, and yet the lifestyle of extreme privilege. By the early 1990s, he had accumulated a Manhattan mansion reportedly worth over $70 million, a Palm Beach estate, a ranch in New Mexico, an apartment in Paris, and most notoriously a private island in the Caribbean. He hosted royalty, tech moguls, Ivy League scientists. His foundation funded research and education. His jets ferried guests across borders for business, philanthropy, and private discussions. But beneath this surface, troubling whispers had already begun. In 2005, Florida police opened an investigation triggered by reports that Epstein had paid a 14-year-old girl from a city. What followed revealed dozens of underage victims, a pattern of grooming and payment, and a rotating cast of enablers. And yet, he walked away nearly untouched. In 2008, Epstein struck a deal that still baffles legal experts. Despite evidence gathered by the fight of widespread abuse, he received a 13-month sentence in a county jail, work release privileges, allowing him to leave 6 days a week, immunity from federal prosecution, protection for alleged co-conspirators, and secrecy. The victims were never even told of the deal. Behind the scenes, rumors persisted of surveillance systems inside his homes, recordings allegedly used for leverage, connections to foreign intelligence, settlements with non-disclosure conditions, and guests who would never be named. He wasn't just building a network. He may have been recording one. Access was currency. Compromise was the insurance. In 2019, the past caught up. Following new investigations and journalistic pressure, Epstein was arrested again, this time facing federal trafficking charges. Other women came forward. Unsealed court documents hinted at names, dates, flights, locations, but he never made it to trial. Housed in one of the most secure facilities in the outset, under suicide watch. Cameras malfunctioned. Guards fell asleep. His cellmate was removed, and within weeks he was found dead. Official cause: suicide. Public reaction: global disbelief. Why would a man with this much information, this much protection, and this many secrets suddenly disappear. Unless he was silenced, not just for what he did, but for what he knew. Epstein's reach wasn't just social, it was structural. He navigated elite universities, scientific think tanks, philanthropic circles, and financial institutions. Harvard and MIT took donations, but that doesn't imply anything right. Intelligence-linked financiers helped him rebuild after his 2008 conviction. He maintained private banking relationships in offshore territories. He supported AA research and advanced behavioral science and funded them through institutions. He was in the rooms where culture was engineered, and he rarely appeared in photographs. While doing so, people who have seemed to be in photographs with him now say they know nothing about him. Was he funding them, or was someone funding him? He may have been a gatekeeper, or a collector of information, of behavior, of power. If there's such a thing as a deep state, the transnational matrix of control, Epstein's lifestyle mapped onto its architecture with disturbing precision. Jeffrey Epstein may be gone, but what enabled him and shielded him is still very much alive. This story isn't just about a man. It's about a system that protects wealth before justice, seals evidence before exposure, abates predators over victims, and erases what it cannot control. Across history, we've seen this before. From intelligence cutouts to corporate honeypots, from blackmail files to mysterious suicides. Epstein's case was the glitch. It may have been a model, a method, one that won't be taught in universities, but may live on in vaults, servers, and offshore trusts. Jeffrey Epstein wasn't just a scandal. He was a window into money, into leverage, into systems that remain invisible until they decide otherwise. And maybe that's why he vanished. This was a thought experiment. Think freely, ask often. And thank you for watching. It's over for now, but don't worry, I will be back.